Surprise! I'm in Leh with Gulubai and team. Well, almost no one knows about this, so it's a surprise. And check it out, what I'm wearing.
So Vikas, what all cameras you're wearing? First thing is that he has got a mount.
Yeah, this is called a wrist mount, where when you're riding you can show it like this. In a beautiful place like Leh Ladakh, this works cool. SJ6 Legend, SJ Star.
7 star.
7 star. You know, one of the newest offerings from SJ. It's shooting at 4K, by the way, 4K.
4K.
And GoPro Hero 5. Shooting at 4K. Hero 4 Session. Shooting at 2K. Sana Prism Tube. Audio and 1080. And where I have anything more? I have more, but this is all mounted.
Yeah.
So how many cameras? 3, 4, 5 cameras on one man.
All thanks to my friend Bulu Biker for arranging everything. I really don't have much experience, but he's taken care of everything. And we have Moto Stories, and we have Raju sir, and they'll be riding Dominars, and I'll be riding Bulu Bai's Dominar. And we also have an Avenger with us, 220 Street. So far it's been pretty good. I landed directly in Leh. I took a flight from Hyderabad to Delhi, Delhi to Leh, and many people scared me, saying that I would fall sick if I directly land in Leh because of acute mountain sickness. But I've been pretty good. So far, no issues. And last night we partied in a so-called nightclub in Leh. I got video footage of that. I'll put it up. And let me crank the motorcycle. Smooth, beautiful. Alright guys, so today we are going to the highest motorable pass on this earth, that is Khardung Pass. And then after that we'll be going to Nubra Valley, correct? Hotel Kangri, Leh Ladakh. This Dominar has done a great job so far, because my friend Bulu, he rode all the way from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. Guys, check that out, so beautiful. Wow, the mountain peaks and snow. So now we would be going from 8,000 feet, 8000, all the way till 18,000 feet. That's quite an ascent. Really pretty women on the right side. Wow, beautiful nature and pretty women in Leh Ladakh. This Dominar feels so comfortable riding here. Absolutely beautiful. As I've always said, Dominar has been a multi-purpose motorcycle. And you know what? I haven't slept for more than 2 hours or 3 hours in the last 4 days. Well, please don't follow what I'm saying and don't try this, friends. It is very, very dangerous, because not sleeping well will get you sleep deprived, and riding a motorcycle in conditions like this where oxygen level is pretty low, not a good thing. And also I'm talking non-stop, so this is absolutely not recommended, because I'm losing out on energy and moisture and vital fluids of my body. I'll be covering the full ride non-stop all the way till Khardung and then Nubra Valley, so that many of my friends who were thinking and planning and wishing to do this ride, sadly because of various situations of life they were unable to do it, so they can watch my video. So I've always been an advocate of using the front brake only, correct? I mean, at least 70%. But in these kind of situations, I would recommend using both the brakes simultaneously, but very gradually, like this. You know, keep touching your front and then keep touching your rear. so that both the wheels slow down at the same time, because there's a lot of sand. We are climbing altitude really fast, and in these situations always remember, you wake up early morning and leave, right? Eat, have high protein food. I had bread omelette and tea, which has been good, and I also had really good dinner last night. So keep yourself well fed and well hydrated. That is critical. And at any point of time, if you feel that you're feeling dizzy, stop the motorcycle on the left side and get yourself together. Do not push yourself, or don't feel that what will my friends think. They'll think that I'm weak and I'm unable to take high altitude. Well, if you think about others, if you think about what others are going to think, in that way you are going to hurt yourself. Don't do that, friends. Now also another thing, riding here is not very difficult. It's just that you have to be cautious, you have to be careful. Many people say that, oh, it's very tough to ride, here, but you got to be careful because there's nothing on the left side, no railing. So if you slip, you're going to have a really bad fall. And these twisties look like nice corners, and corner addicts like me who love corners would get tempted to take nice sweeping corners here. But see, this is what, there could be a van or a bus or another motorcycle coming from the other side. Wow, check that out. Beautiful. So although these twisties look very attractive to take corners, put your knee down, don't do that. Be very careful, friends. As I said, it is not very difficult to ride here. We just have to use our common sense. One more tip, friends. Remember, tip is in case you are having a prepaid cell phone, it would not work here. Because of security reasons, your prepaid cell phone of other states would not work. Get a postpaid cell phone and come over. But if you want internet, then you need to get a BSNL cell phone, because Airtel internet and none of the other internet has been working here, and it would be a situation where we are facing right now. That is, we don't have internet, but fortunately we have postpaid connections which are just about kind of manageable. The voice clarity is not so good. There's a checkpoint. Wow. There's a lady who's on the checkpost. There are two women on the checkpost. That feels interesting. But at this stage, we have gained quite a lot of altitude. Khardung is only 23 kilometers from here. Check that out. Whoa. And especially if you are someone who has flown down directly to Leh, and if you've been here only for a single day without much rest, then in that case, or even in general case, because every body, every mind differs, what happens is that at this altitude the oxygen level is very low. So our body, when I was in Hyderabad just one day ago, was getting a lot of oxygen, and within few hours I landed in Leh and my body started to get much lesser oxygen. And now when I am climbing to Khardung Pass so quickly, because we are doing 30, 40, 50, 60 kilometers an hour sometimes, so although recommended speed is 30 kilometers an hour only, it's better you stick to that speed. So now what is happening is that our mind will start to play games with us, because our mind is kind of confused. Your mind consumes the maximum oxygen that your body intakes, and see that this is what is dangerous. You literally don't know what is coming from the other side, so be very careful. Be kind of on the lower side of your confidence and ride very slow. So your mind starts to play games with you. That is kind of hallucination stage, initial very low initial hallucination stage. That is you kind of start to imagine things. So what you should do in this situation is, don't make abrupt left and right movements of your head. Don't suddenly see, wow, that mountain is good. Don't look at to the complete left and come back straight again, because if you do that, your mind kind of gets disrupted. Keep your vision straight and try to look at whatever you want by keeping your head as straight as possible. That is one tip. Another, as I said, ride slowly and gradually, so that even if your mind is kind of acting funny with you and you kind of feel that you're going to faint, or you're imagining things, or you're confused because your mind is unable to make the decision process so fast, so you can pull over and stop if you're riding at slower speeds. So keep that on your mind, friends. So buddies, this is the checkpost here, where you'll have to enter your motorcycle or car number and permit वगैरह दिखाना पड़ता है. The permit costs about 490 or 450 rupees. And buddies, यहाँ पे कभी भी बारिश हो सकता है. It can rain at any given point of time. So please have your rain liners for your pants and your jackets, and only inner rain liner nahi. Like my Ladakh jacket, this one has external raincoat also. Varna, because imagine jacket big jayega, your jacket will get wet. Inner, your body will not get wet, but jacket kaha sukhaoge? In this weather it will not dry. So have external raincoats, and also for your luggage have raincoats, so it can rain any time. And another tip dosto, that is about renting a motorcycle. Now we have rented an Avenger which Bulubai is riding from Leh itself, so that is absolutely no problem. But काफ़ी लोग दिल्ली से बाइक रेंट करके लाते हैं. सो वहाँ पे क्या प्रॉब्लम होता है कि when people generally take a flight from wherever they are living, Bombay, Bangalore, Hyderabad, वो दिल्ली का फ्लाइट लेते हैं, दिल्ली में they land and they rent a bike from Delhi and they ride all the way to Leh. So if it's a Delhi registered rental bike, then the transport department people here have a problem. So there have been many incidents where problems have been created by transport department people here, rental department people here. It is understandable, because yaar unki bhi rozi roti chalna chahiye, right? They should also earn some money. So if you're renting bikes from other states and getting it here, the economy of Leh, Ladakh gets affected very badly. So keep that on your mind, do your proper research. I don't want you guys to get into trouble.